So, I welcome you all in this session where I will be sharing my experience and we'll be analyzing Punjab PCS 2021 का paper. So, why is this analysis important? Because ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਅਗਲਾ ਪੇਪਰ ਆਏਗਾ that you can only attempt wisely ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਪੇਪਰ intelligently study ਕੀਤੇ ਹੈ. If you know ਕਿ examiner ਕਿੱਥੋਂ questions ਪੁੱਛ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, what are the core areas that you should be knowing, only then can you clear 2025 exam which is scheduled for September October. So अगर मैं 2021 ਦੇ ਪੇਪਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂ and we can see that ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਸੈਟ ਇਹ ਹੈ, ਪਹਿਲਾ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੀ who ਦੇ ਰਿਲੇਟਡ ਹੈ, WHO organization and polio ਦੇ ਰਿਲੇਟਡ ਕੁਝ ਕੰਟਰੀਜ਼ ਪੁੱਛੀਆਂ. Fine. We are not going for answers here. We are just analyzing कि questions ਦਾ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ questions ਦਾ source मतलब ਕੀ content ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ मतलब what is the core thing that they are asking, right? So what are the organizations or what are the important current affairs that you should be knowing? What are the static portions that you should definitely cover? कि ਜਿਹੜੇ theme areas जो important जो बार-बार पूछे जा रहे हैं, at least you should have an idea. क्योंकि अपनी रिवीजन करन तो पहला होंदा मैं रिवीजन ही कहांगी because only 2 months are left. So before doing that you should at least be knowing कि अच्छा पिछे एहो एरियाज चो थीम्स चो क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए ने. सो WHO ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, पोलियो ਦੇ रिलेटेड कंट्रीज ਪੁੱਛਿਆ. So we can see this completely from current affairs. Then the next question was from DNA part. Fine. So static part was also asked as well as DNA bill recent आया सी, so the related provisions and everything like that has been asked in the question. Next you see is related to GIS enabled land bank system. So again completely current affair part. ਹੁਣ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ from the options only, you know, if you've studied smartly cleverly study ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, so from options you can find out नहीं यार ये गलत लग रहा है, सही है. So ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ options ਦਾ combination ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ it's easy to answer. Fine. That thing also plays, I think it plays almost 60% role in you know, on the day of exam, that you should have an open mind and you should answer smartly. So again that is only possible if you have thoroughly gone through previous year questions and you've analyzed that what type of answers are getting correct, right? Next we have a question related to marine ambulance, again a very current affair oriented and Kerala state ਦਾ ਚ mention ਹੈਗਾ ਸੀ. So next was related to gene therapy product. So ਇਹਦੇ ਚ static part ਵੀ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ gene therapy product ਕੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ static ਜਾਂ current affair ਕਹਿ ਲਓ. Next ਹੈ new drugs and clinical trial rules. So ਇਹ ਵਾਲੀ question ਚ ਇਹ ਵਾਲਾ ਵੀ rules they were mentioned in the statement in the options. So हजे तक जो आप देख रहे हैं, it's related to current affairs, it's related to science and tech. Fine. Then there's one sun, one world, one grid. Very important initiative. So ऐसे related questions ही. उन कई questions से बिल्कुल direct होंगे हैं और you know they are one word or one line answers, like they have asked you something and you just have to straight away, if you know, if you don't know then just skip it, right? But there are some other questions like you have to like really apply your brain, you have to find out the right combination. And UPSC has started you know last year they asked questions related to like 3 statements are correct, 4 statements are correct or 2 statements are correct. So that kind of questions can also, you know, that kind of answers can like options can also come. Otherwise also ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ only 1 2 is correct, 2 3 is correct, so that type of options can also be seen. So you have to be mentally prepared for, you know, mix of all these type of questions. Fine. And you need to practice enough. So next there was question regarding National Council for Transgender Persons. Fine. Again a current affairs जो ही लिता गया सी. So I पूछा गया सी कि councils and members and everything related to that. Fine. Next was question related to draft EIA notification, environmental impact assessment notification 2020. Fine. So related to environment. Fine. Then Niti Aayog the related questions see, you know, something in collaboration with the International Transport Forum, Niti Aayog had started decarbonizing transport in India project. So question was regarding that. Fine. Next was related to United Nations Environment Program plus International Energy Agency. They have come out with a report which is cooling, emissions and policy synthesis report. So the question was regarding that. So you had to tell like what has been mentioned in report and all. See, you might not be knowing, obviously nobody knows, you know, all these reports and what all has been given there. But again, I'm saying that if you study smartly, then at least you can eliminate some options and you can come to the right, and there are more chances, that your answer would be correct. And if you smartly, if you can recall, if you know how to approach the question, right? So next question was related virtual water trade, and there was a mention of World Water Council in the options. Again, you might not be knowing, but agar kuch kite, if something or the other intelligent guess leads you to the answer, then it's justified. Sorry. Next is 15th India European Union Summit. So it was related that next question. So the next one was related to National Education Policy 2020. So some of its provisions were asked. The next was related to that Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Earth Sciences has come out with the assessment of climate change over Indian Ocean region. So that kind of report, and there was also mention of Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology in the options, that where is its center. So again, related to climate change, जिन्ने अजे तक देखे अदे च we know that environment ਨੂੰ बहुत जोर ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ठीक है, current affairs ਨੂੰ बहुत जोर ਦਿੱਤਾ जा ਰਿਹਾ, as well as science and tech, right? हजे तक ते जिन्ने question set है जे पहले questions है, I have first 20 questions with me right now, fine. The next आशा workers ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ कि COVID ਦੇ time ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ important role है, so in general, what are they supposed to do and everything. Then there was question around optical fiber. So Lakshadweep Islands, government is planning to link Lakshadweep Islands with the mainland through optical fiber cable link. So the question was regarding optical fiber cable link project, right? Next is Indian Gas Exchange. Upper question C, real time market in electricity. So the upper question C, there was a question related to National Commodity and Derivatives Exchange. This is Agriculture Future Index mentioned C. Again, a question हो सकता है बहुत obviously technical लग रहा है, and it's looking like you have to study what not and all that. But if you can, I would again say, if you can read the options with a calm, cool attitude, and you have studied well enough, then you know that this option is not doing right, and the other option might be the most appropriate one. So you can, come out with an answer to these questions also. This is what I'm trying to say. Next is, so there was related to Angola and Nigeria, and some crude oil suppliers, that they are crude oil suppliers in sub-Saharan region, and they're crude oil suppliers to India. So related to crude oil also we've gotten question, and here it also shows that Africa region de upar bhi question puchha gaya hai. So these questions from here, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਗਰ ਮੈਂ ਐਸਪੀਰੈਂਟ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਯਾਰ ਕਰੰਟ ਅਫੇਅਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ, and I need to revise it multiple times, right? At the same time, obviously you cannot ignore static part. जो भी जिथों भी जो चीज़ां पढ़िया, environment, polity, geography, जिथों subjects पढ़े हैं, need to revise them again. Core grip strong होएगी static दी, ते फिर तुसी current affair दे भी कई questions, you can just make out कि नहीं यार ए bill चे ए proposal नहीं हो सकता, या ए notification चे ए चीज़ नहीं आ सकती. Government will never do this, or this thing is possible. So that kind of intelligent guessing, that kind of common sense attitude, it will come through if you've revised enough, right? If you've practiced the previous year questions enough. So this is important, and this was analysis of the first 20 questions. We've just got an impression that a lot of questions related to science are important. Latest technology की चल रही है, nano technology, या फिर ISRO the latest की missions है. So defense, science and tech, everything, latest missions and technology, जो भी तड़ा bio है, lot of things and lot of organization is important, science and tech is important, current affairs is important. So this is what we've analyzed in the first 20 questions. Thank you.